What's up everyone, Tibbet here, aka FCFan21, bringing you week 2 of the W&WDL Draft League. Last week we had a very commanding 5-0 victory over Paddy D. We had some luck with, of course, a Bleak Void Storm missing, but besides that, I think we pretty much earned the victory there. So this week we take on Robopup, coach of the Arizona Absols. Looking at their last week, they won 4-0 against Hunky Donkey, and yeah, they are below us in the table. They are 4th, we are 2nd, with that +5 differential of ours. Superior is currently the 2nd, the number 2 in the kill leader ranking, besides Sinistia from Milk Chocolates, because Sinistia went 5-0 and we did go for 4-0. Hisui and Zoroark on the opposing side. Wait. There we go. Hisui and Zoroark on the opposing side is the 3rd in the kill leaders. As kill leader, he went also 4-0 this last week, so yeah, we know what to look out for. But besides that, the opponent has a very strong team. Cortana, Zapdos, Greninja, Komao, Escavalier, Mega Excalibur, Hisui and Sneasel all can deal big damage, while Pyukumuku, Meowstic, Clodsire are all great defensive Pokemon in combination with a well-rounded Pokemon like Zapdos or Escavalier that can also take some hits. Yeah, pretty strong team. I think these are the 6 Pokemon that he brings. I don't think Komao is coming because Hisui and Zoroark is the better Terra Captain, I believe. Escavalier, I don't see it do many things this season on the same team as Cortana, mainly because they have around the same weaknesses. Cortana does have a fighting weakness that Escavalier doesn't have, but Cortana is in general the more superior Pokemon over Escavalier. Pyukumuku, I don't think there is room for you this week because I think Greninja is coming. Meowstic is something I can see coming, but it has to be over one of a more offensive Pokemon like Greninja. Greninja is the big, as you can hear, I think Greninja is going to be the biggest if on the team. Meowstic could be coming with screens, with pranksters, so that's something to keep in mind. Sneasel could also be coming, but again, that should go over Greninja, so I think Greninja is the biggest if on the opposing opponent's side. So what do I bring against the Arizona Absols? First off, we have Dries. Couldn't do much last week, mainly because of a very annoying Toadscrew. But Volt Switch and Discharge are great into my opponents. He doesn't have all that many switch-ins to it. The best switch-in he has is, and I have to get a peek at the team because I don't know it by heart. Clodsire could switch in, and if I want to hit it, I have Surf. And if he is Water Absorb, he is not unaware, so that's good to know and very nice for me because I have some setup options. Draining Kiss over Alluring Voice, that's because of a possible Komao bring. Komao does have soundproof. If I go with Alluring Voice, I cannot hit it for super effective damage. So I went with Draining Kiss, still 4 times super effective. It also heals Mega Raichu, and yeah, I can actually deal damage to Komao this way. Switch-ins into this can be Cortana, because Cortana can take a electric type move because it is a grass type. It doesn't take it all that well, honestly, because it's paper thin on the special side. Excalibur could switch in, but with Discharge I love to paralyze that thing. And maybe a Zapdos could switch in, but not all that sure about that, honestly. Meep the Landorus will make its debut, and that means one of my Pokemon from last week will be dropped for this week. With Intimidate I can lower Mega Excalibur's attack stat, and with the Yachi Berry I can at least take one Icicle Crash from max attack Excalibur. On the other hand, I can deal massive damage with Stone Edge. With Earthquake, Stone Edge, U-turn, it does deal big damage, and U-turn of course for momentum. Stealth Rocks are just great to have, especially with a Mega Excalibur on the opponent's side, because Mega Excalibur cannot run heavy duty boots, so it takes 25% every time it switches in. Besides that, Greninja can of course be a decent counter into this. Clodsire does have a hard time with the Earthquake, and Zapdos with the Stone Edge. So offensively Greninja can be a good counter to this. But besides that I don't really see a great counter, so that's why Lando T is on the team. Jax the Volcanion is coming this week with a choice packs with max HP, max special attack, modest nature. My opponent has Pokemon that are either very fast, or at least faster than Volcanion. Think of Hisuian Sneasel, Meowstic, Zapdos, Hisuian Zora, Komao, Kartana, Greninja, Excalibur, or Pokemon that can never outspeed Volcanion, like Escavalier, Pyukumuku, and the Clodsire. So I decided to go with a choice packs to get a massive damage boost. Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Terra Blast with Terra Fairy and Earth Power will deal big damage against my opponent, while Volcanion is always able to take a hit because of the max HP. King Gambit is coming with Supreme Overlord, Rock Polish, max attack, and with enough speed to outspeed everything without a scarf after I get up a Rock Polish. Kowtow Cleave, Iron Head and Brick Break are my moves of choice. Brick Break is mainly there so I can hit Kartana, but also if he brings my Meowstic with screens I can break through the screens with Brick Break, and that way not have to worry about that nuisance. Supreme Overlord is there to get boosts. My opponent doesn't have an Intimidator or something like that, so yeah, I thought Supreme Overlord would run better over Defiant this week. Chople Berry to take a fighting type move, of course. Scizor is going to be my greatest ace in the hole this week. Max attack, Adamant Nature, Technician with max HP. That way I can take on all my opponent's physical attackers, Mega Excalibur, Kartana, Escavalier, Hisuian Sneasel, all have a hard time breaking through. Scizor, even a physical Komao does have a hard time breaking through me. Bullet Punch will get of course that Technician boost, and I don't need to invest any speed, so I can outspeed Mega Excalibur and deal massive damage with Bullet Punch. U-turn is there for momentum of course, but also to chip down my opponent. Roost to keep Scizor healthy because it is more of a defensive Pokemon. But because of the Occa Berry I can take a fire type move, but I also have Natural Gift. And with Natural Gift, Occa Berry, I can Oko Kartana if it's max HP, or Oko Escavalier if it's max HP and max defense. So if I don't use my Occa Berry, I can basically Oko a strong Pokemon in the process, which is great. And last but not least we have Muck, Daniel K. As my special wall. Greninja has a hard time breaking through me, Zapdos has a hard time breaking through me. Special Komao doesn't like taking me on, and Hisuian Zoroark is scared of knockoff of course. Poison Jab, Drain Punch to keep it healthy, and Rock Slide for the Zapdos. Pretty much a basic set with the Assault Vest and max HP, so yeah. I think Muck can do both big damage and soak up enough to make other Pokemon shine. So these are the 6 Pokemon that I'm gonna bring. So yeah, let's jump into the battle and see how things go, shall we? So here we are with Robopup. We can see Terra, Poison on Komao. Oh no, whatchamacallit? No Hisuian Zoroark, so that's nice, and no Clodsire, so no resistance, no immunities for Mega Raichu, that's nice. So anything else I need to keep in mind? Yeah, I need to win. Ah! Comedy. Yeah, let's just start off with Mega Raichu, I guess. I'm gonna pause for a real quick second because I want to check something. Okay, and I'm back. Meowstic against Raichu. 160 and 130. Really? Calc from Showdown, please get Mega Raichu in. This is annoying. Well, my cats are going ballistic against each other. I can discharge if they are max special defense with light screen. It doesn't do much, but it does have a chance to paralyze, so I guess that's nice. Light screen, yep, expected at 28. What does that tell me? With light screen up, 28 means max HP probably. And more defensive. Okay, good to know. Yes, what now? I can do it again in case they want to click whatchamacallit? Reflect as well. And otherwise I can also Volt Switch into King Gambit to Brick Break. Because no Ghost type. But I think I do like the Discharge play better. Zapdos took 25. I mean, Zapdos is not really a switch in here. Max HP at least, so... And I should be able to take any hit from Zapdos. So... Discharge is my hardest hitting move. I could switch out into Lando to get rocks up. But Hurricane is a 2-shot, so I'm gonna Volt Switch. And to Lando. U-turn. Unfortunate, but U-turn after Intim. Says clean 5%, okay. Greninja. Greninja. Specs. I mean, I do have a Volcanion that pretty much tanks everything that's not Dark Pulse, and this is Specs Dark Pulse, by the way, so yeah. Not gonna U-turn because he will outspeed me for sure. Nasty Plot, okay, so this is now at +2. If I Terrestrialize into a Fairy type, ooh, Ice Beam kill straight up. That's bad, but will he go for Ice Beam though? It does know I'm Fairy. Making the call, we do it. Let's go. Nay! Oh, come on! You can't do this to me, game. That's so rough. That flinch is rough. Muck. Doesn't take the Ice Beam all that well. And he is Battle Bond. Okay, probably a Water type move. If I go out into Scizor, Ice Beam, 2 hits. Raichu outspeeds it and should be able to kill, but it cannot live a hit. Gambit, also not done. Oh dear god. If I'm getting swept because of a flinch, I am gonna rage quit. Oh, and it's Battle Bond. That's +3. How well does Muck take anything? Surprisingly good, actually. Yeah. Let's hope I live. And kill. Muck, you hero. Oh my god, I was actually done already in my mind, so... Let's go, Muck. I mean, I still have to deal with a lot of stuff, but... Bex, Caliber, I have... Scissor for that. Is it SD? Yep. Mega Bex. Okay, so... There's regular Bex, Caliber, and we go for this. Instead of Glavorage, we say Icicle Crash at +2 against Scizor. I should be able to two-shot this with Bullet Punch, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, fair enough. Zapdos, 12%, static. I mean, that's a case of it is what it is, right? U-turn, Roosts. Okay. Discharge. Nice, big damage. 48. Last time, did it do 48 last time? Oh, last time they had screens up, of course. Full switch. Clean 19. Okay, Raichu 160. It was full switch that did 19% without screens, so I believe it was 105 or something, so a little bit of investment, but that's fine. We go for Scizor. EQ 43, that's okay-ish because I have priority. And we go out into U because of a Roost. And Bex is coming in too many times, so I'm clicking Stealth Rocks here. And now I'm gonna punish that thing for coming in every time it does. Hurricane did 60. Oh, but the confusion. Can't a brother get a break here? Dear God. X City against me. Zapdos. Yeah. No point of going for it, but I could go for a U-turn. But I'm gonna play it safe. The U-turns as well. What's coming out? Kartana. Kartana against Lando. Not Lando. By the way, Lando. Does he have enough HP left? No, it does not. Okay. Scizor does... And it does? Not really though. I am in such bad shape because of that flinch, dear God. Discharging go in case he goes for Swords Dance. He's Scarfed. Sacred Sword at +1. Choice Scarf. I already thought he would be, but... Went for Sacred Sword, yeah. We go Lando. Hint him away the attack. Boost. He two shots, but... Meowstick. Can I Oko that with EQ? No, I cannot. U-turn. reflect. Okay, completely forgetting, not you, to take off the, take over Raichu. Let's see, if I go out into King Gambit with 2 fallen allies, Cortana at neutral cannot kill me. With reflect up on their side. He is choice scarf, so I cannot ever outspeed, but brick break should be enough to not kill it. Yeah, I guess I have to. At least I will always live a jolly sacred sword here, so 89. Don't have sucker because rock polish set. And we go back into Lando. I mean, could be worse so far, so let's Stone Edge. Big damage, Hurricane kills. And I do have nothing that can outspeed it, so King Gambit, Rock Polish, and let's hope. Yes. 3 fainted allies against a Zapdos defensive. How's that doing so little? Oh, screens. Still, how's that doing so little? Yes, Roost, Hurricane, U-turn. No Volt Switch, but U-turn. Shouldn't be able to kill me from here, so... Auto Cleave. Of course! These are the kind of battles that really make me hate this game for some reason. I don't know why. There, take that. No more boots. Rock slide. That's something. No more muck. Ah, fuck it. At least I've shown the tech. Yep, that's it. Insult to injury, but whatever. Next week we have another chance against Daniel K. It's a big game, rather win than this week, so we'll see what happens. Thank you now for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!